last of the unbeatens has fallen in the NFL. The Bills have lost at home, and the New England Patriots let everybody know they are here.
Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
What's going on? I hope you all enjoyed that intro. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dear Pats Nation on a Victory Monday when Drake Maye, Stefon Diggs, Mike Vrabel, the fumbling Ramondre Stevenson, and how about a kick for the ages took that dirty, rotten, no good, overrated Josh Allen and the now defeated Buffalo Bills to school. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Toronto's pride and joy, Ray Rout. You're welcome. And of course, I've got my podcast partner, The Help, in Boston's resident angry nerd, Mr. Producer, Michael. I have never been so happy to be a New England Patriots fan, because what a mother game. And I hope that you enjoyed that little special intro that I put together for the crowd.
Yeah, that was good. Just for everyone watching. I didn't know about that. So that was awesome.
We'll play it a couple more times as the day goes on for the people who came in late can see it, because I thought it was a masterpiece. Michael, welcome to the show. Michael O'Neill in here saying, oh, hell yeah. Gonna crack me a Steve Weiser. Oh, hell yeah. Mikey. Sunday night. Listen, first of all, this is the way my weekend went. Can I talk about my weekend?
You can.
Mike,
You're allowed.
Let me talk about my weekend. So first, Saturday morning rolls around. Bayern Munich versus Frankfurt. People talking smack. Could this be Bayern's first win? No. 3-1. Just wipe them aside. Wipe them aside like they're nothing. Then Saturday afternoon, the Toronto Blue Jays here in the beautiful country of Canada, which just, Mikey, this World Series really does feel like Canada versus the world. It really does. That's the buzz that we got going around here. The Toronto Blue Jays absolutely demolished the New York Yankees. Then you go into Sunday afternoon, Game 2 ALDS, and you know what happened? The Yankees lose, and the the Toronto Blue Jays absolutely stomped them. And then we go into Sunday night. And Michael, I need this on the record.
Yep.
I need everybody to believe it. I texted Mike. We texted a lot during yesterday's game. Here we go. I texted Mike at 8:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I said the Blue Jays smashed the Yankees. I feel good about tonight. You said nice. And I said to you, what, Michael? The Patriots are going to what?
They're going to win.
I said they're going to shock the world, and my golly, did they shock the world. They shocked me. They shocked you. I mean, I think I even wrote to you after the first half. I was like, great first half. Bills are going to come out and smash them in the second half. And here we are discussing a Patriots. I don't even know where to start. Michael. Do we start with the negative and get that out of the way, or do we keep it all positive today? What do we do?
Let's go with the positive. We can sprinkle some of the negative in there, but let's relish this.
Can I throw a positive or a negative that is a positive?
Yes.
I wrote to you, and I stand by this, that yesterday's game was probably Drake Maye's worst game of the season. But I never said to you he was playing bad, if you recall.
Nope.
I said to you via text, obviously. I said to you, this is a learning lesson for this game here today is a learning lesson for Drake Maye. Mm-hmm. And I said, what we're seeing is Drake Maye being inexperienced. And you saw Josh Allen do some stuff yesterday, not as well as Drake Maye, but you saw him do some stuff yesterday where he would like step up into the pocket and make the throw where Drake Maye was taking a sack. Now we started seeing Drake do it near the end of the game, but yesterday was to me a game that Drake Maye needed to learn, right?
Yep.
But when it came down to it, when they needed him the most in some very, very crucial situations, he and Mr. Personal Stefon Diggs, 10 receptions, Mike, 146 yards.
Unbelievable.
On the day. Drake Maye, I believe, in the second half, went 13 for 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unbelievable. Ends up 22 for 30. On the day, no interceptions, no touchdowns, but a 101.1 passer rating. And the difference in yesterday's game, 8 penalties for the Patriots for 93 yards. Not good. 11 for 90 for the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of those Patriots penalties were not the typical penalties that you and I get upset at.
No. Some of them are a little crazy.
In the history of penalties. And I'm going to have some words from Mr. Farmer before this night is over. Because in that situation, that was just the dumbest penalty I ever seen taken. However, Ramondre Stevenson bounced back after fumbling the football, runs in 2 touchdowns. Obviously, losing Antonio Gibson hurt a lot. I think I texted you. I think it's an ACL. To me, it looked like an ACL immediately. I have that on text as well. Smart. I've torn an ACL. I know the look.
Yeah.
I look at the leg. I know what the look looks like. I saw where he got hit, and I was like, dude, that was an ACL. Is there news on that? Is it an ACL?
Yeah, so it is an ACL. Yeah. He's out for the season, so not good. Especially, they're going to need to look for another back in that backfield. I
felt bad in that situation too because I texted Mike and I was like, "Oh man, that looks like an ACL." And Mike responds with, "I was walking the dog. Who is it?" Yeah. So I hated being the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, that was like, I was like, oh crap, is it Drake Maye? Like I thought with all the acrobatics Maye was having to go through, I was like, oh, here we go. But yeah.
So Mike, I mean, you texted me this morning and said you were still in shock. So I've talked a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
I was
gonna let you go.
We can talk more. I mean, I got blocked by a bunch of Buffalo Bills fans on our Dear Pats Nation Twitter account last night, so I'm back.
Yeah, Vintage Ray is back.
Hold on. I don't know who's running the Dear Pats Nation account. I just know the account that I'm associated with called Dear Pats Nation.
Gotcha.
Didn't say a single swear. Didn't say anything. Just my typical, someone was complaining about the refs, and I was like, yeah, Pats are getting screwed. Thought he really overreacted. Dropped an F-bomb on me that was so uncalled for, but it was great to see, and Bills fans are pissed today, and they're like, "Oh, Patriots won one game, and Patriots fans are already effing obnoxious." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's who we are. That's our fan base. Deal with it."
Your boy Master at Work was he was in rare form on Twitter last night and this morning. I was getting a kick out of that one.
He does well. He does well. He needs to. If anybody needs to get back on YouTube,
it's him.
It's Tyson. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, he was doing. Oh, I almost forgot, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
The last of the unbeatens has fallen in the NFL. The Bills have lost at home, and the New England Patriots let everybody know they are here.
Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Go, 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 go.
Just rocking out, man. Just rocking out.
Hey.
So, yeah. I mean, That game, for me, I don't know about you, but vintage Patriots game. Like I texted Ray at least twice last night. I felt like I was going to stroke out watching that game. And it kind of relates to what I said to you last week. Everybody loves to act like Tom Brady was perfect here for 20 years. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when your spouse passes away, that they're a saint.
Or maybe they move on.
Yeah, something like that. You know, we won't
Why
be
do we
so
have to
morbid,
kill Tom
but-
Brady?
No. That's not the point. The point being is that was one of those vintage close Patriots games that like you were just on your edge of the seat the whole time. You didn't think they were going to come away with it, and they found a way to win. And I thought they were going to piss it away at one point, you know, going back to those 2 back-to-back penalties, but man.
Well, and you know where it really was vintage Patriots? Primarily to me was they let the other team beat themselves.
Yep.
Like, let's face it, that interception that Josh Allen threw, I mean, they were marching for a touchdown. We know it. You know it.
Yeah.
I know it. But the Patriots defense came through. You know, the penalties that the Bills were telling. I'm sorry, the penalties that Hockley was throwing.
Yeah.
The Bills were absolutely perfect. Didn't do anything wrong and somehow got 10 penalties for 90 yards. But
Yeah.
they let them beat themselves. Again, like to see the Patriots get a little bit more disciplined.
This is what we were talking about, though.
The
right?
false start. You know, there's certain players that should never play a snap of football in this team ever again.
That one was, you know, if I was to say one penalty was kind of like the refs inserting themselves, Vidarian Lowe really didn't do much on that play.
And actually, if you look, I feel like he got drawn by the Buffalo side, but
yeah,
it was tight. But Farmer should never play again. You want to talk about accountability? This is my thing. Mike Vrabel, and shout out to Mike Vrabel, hell of a game last night.
yeah,
But you want to talk about accountability? That's an accountability play right there.
yeah.
Honestly, Ramondre Stevenson could fumble the ball 1,000 more times in one game. And I would not be as mad at him as I was mad at Farmer last night. Like, a fumble's a fumble. It's terrible. It's ball security, but it's not like a bonehead, I'm going to do something really stupid. What Farmer did was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that was bad.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Marcus Jones was more prevalent this year.
So Mike missed a whole push there. Michael O'Neill says Marcus Jones was more prevalent this year, especially on defense, playing like his rookie year.
That's fair.
Listen, I want to can we do a little bit of a shout out to the coaching staff?
Yes.
The entire coaching staff from top to bottom. Mike Vrabel, clock management was phenomenal yesterday. Mike disagrees. Go ahead.
Just that it was more so that end of the first half. It was the same kind of like you should have taken a timeout, gotten the extra 10 seconds. I think that would have been a touchdown if Hunter Henry has literally another 2 seconds.
Well, I think if Drake Maye doesn't hammer the ball 1,000,000 miles an hour, that's an easy catch for Hunter Henry. And also, I want to point out, Hunter Henry, being an experienced tight end, cannot react to the contact that he did from Milano there. There was...
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, I'll do a collective. You're all at fault for that play.
Yeah.
Because...
That's my one nitpick.
Oh, I forgot. It's McChicken. This is McChicken. Yeah. We must call him McChicken. The soldier, McChicken.
Salute.
Yeah, thank you for your service. That was sincere. I know that came off super sarcastic, but that came off super sincere. Oh shit, that means anything that he says is actually like relevant and have to pay attention to what he's saying because McChicken's actually smart.
Yeah, wicked smart kid.
Wicked smart. Can we even call him a kid anymore? He's like a full good dude. He could the things he could do to both of us.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, we're almost elderly, so we can still kind of
like he was a kid when we met him, but he's now like a badass adult. So,
it's tough. We're on the fence. We'll have to discuss that.
Will Campbell goes up against Joey Bosa all night. Terrible game by Will Campbell. 40 pass blocking snaps. He allowed 0 sacks, 0 pressures, 0 quarterback hits. 2 hurries, had a 97.2 pass block efficiency and an 87.2 true pass block grade, team high. Little T-Rex nobody.
Yeah, waste of the third overall pick. Wasn't that good. Should have taken whoever else was available.
McChicken's 21 now. He was 13 when he started watching. I didn't even know who you were when he was 13. Dude, I remember I did back in the day, I think it was a sportscaster thing, and I invited a bunch of people on it was like a sportscaster show that there's nothing going on. It's the dead of summer. It's like COVID. You know what I mean? It's like nothing happening. Yeah. I invite a bunch of people on, and McChicken comes on. He's on holidays with his parents, and his fucking hair was like out to here. It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm sure he doesn't look like that anymore. He's probably got that soldier cut now.
Yeah.
But
clean cut.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, I thought that all jokes aside, thought the game went fantastic last night. I shout out to Josh McDaniels. Come on. That's a clap for Joshy. Brilliant. You know, you can nitpick him a play here, a play there, a play here, a play there, but understood the game, saw what Buffalo was doing. Was struggling to get the run game going, which is concerning to me, considering Buffalo, I think, had the second most rushing yards given up going into this game.
Yeah.
But made it happen, putting, Jesus, it felt like every time Drake Maye took a snap, he was on the bootleg. Didn't it? Like it felt like everything was a bootleg, everything was some sort of misdirection, play action, and it executed beautifully.
Yeah, so listening to the radio here today, they're very critical, and ironically, right, they were all like, "Oh, you can't give Josh McDaniels flowers for this game because it was just Drake Maye drifting outside the pocket, saving bad plays." And I'm like, no, that's partially what they identified, was he kept having him roll out to the right.
Do they think that Drake Maye on his own was rolling out? Is that what the Boston media thinks? And
I guess
in Boston,
so.
They watched that game and they're like, "Oh, Drake Maye on his own is just rolling out to the right."
Yeah, it wasn't something that they identified, and Josh McDaniels was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this."
See, they won't want to give him flowers because you couldn't roll Tom Brady out anywhere. So they think that Josh McDaniels doesn't make calls like that. I have enjoyed watching McDaniels and Drake Maye get to know each other. Yeah. Like I have enjoyed, like week 1, you were like, okay, McDaniels was way better than last year, but I hated this, I hated that. And you've become less and less and less critical as the season's gone on. I mean, I know we're only 5 weeks in, but you've kind of seen like he's figured out who Drake Maye is. He's
figuring out,
he's putting in these plays. Maye, I still think there's times that Drake could run the football when he doesn't, and the decision is too late. Again, last night there was a play, he got sacked, and I think Booty was wide open, or Pop Douglas was wide open down the seam, and his eyes were down because he saw the rush coming. But again, like I said to you, it was probably his worst game of the season, but I didn't look at it as a bad game. I looked at it as this was a wily veteran team that were taking advantage of him, and he had to learn how to get through this. And he's gonna watch that film. He's gonna see I think it was Douglas wide open down the seam, and he's gonna say, "Damn, I missed that."
Yeah, so I think I texted you this, like we were having this back and forth about, and again, this is obviously before they exploded in the second half. I thought the same thing. I said Drake's really not playing good, but he's also he's not playing bad. Like he wasn't giving up sacks. There was no loose ball. He was throwing the ball away. And this is what we have been talking about, right? Week to week, like the little things, like we're not seeing the mistakes. We're seeing the throwaways, like live to fight another day. That stuff that I think we talked about 2 weeks ago during the Steelers game.
He was also protecting the football.
Yeah.
He was, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you remember it. I don't remember what's been a pattern. Like, oh, that should have been intercepted play by Drake Maye. Like, I felt like
last night.
No, that's what I'm saying. He protected the football last night. I don't remember any bad throws. I think he could have got hit with an intentional grounding in the play,
Yeah.
but outside of that, ish happens. You know, I'm sure I'm being corrected right now. I just saw a comment pop up.
No longer toss left, right?
No longer toss left or right, screen on third down every time. Yeah. No, it was, and that was the thing, because when they did set up the screen yesterday, it was effective.
Yeah.
Not 12, 15 yards effective, but effective enough.
So there was one play I think they lined up in 2 or 3 times with the fullback where they used misdirection each time, and like basically Josh McDaniels did like the perfect thing. He's like, all right, we're going left, we're going right, we're going back left, and it's like, yeah, that's what you have to do with a quarterback that can move, because you just fool them.
A question for you, because I was trying to figure it out last night. As you know, I'm not fully versed on this team. Mm-hmm. Who was playing fullback last night?
Jack Westover. He's a tight end. I want to say a free agent tight end they got this year, undrafted free agent.
Perfect. Yeah, I love seeing. Is he going to play tight end? Is that going to be, or is he going to play fullback? Is that going to be his position?
I think he's just going to be fullback. Yeah.
I love old school football, and I love old school fullbacks. I am worried about the run game moving forward, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's worrisome.
And I got to talk about my boy from the Ohio State. Mike, how excited was I? Talk about it. Like, Ohio State running back. You know what I mean? Like, my man, he's coming. Dude, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's he can't adjust to the NFL. As I said to you last week or 2 weeks ago, I believe that running backs have a way less of an adjustment period. You see a lot of running backs come in and not necessarily explode, but they can, and especially the Ohio guys.
Yeah.
Henderson is not look good.
It's rough, but I'm going to use the analogy I used with you a couple weeks ago. I think he's playing essentially tight end in the Josh McDaniels offense, and I think he's having trouble picking up the NFL speed of the rush attack. So when they ask him to block, even though he was known for it in college, it's a different speed. So it's messing him all up, because as you know, if you don't have that pass pro in your game as a running back in this offense, they can't put you in. And I think that's a lot of what the problem is.
Fair enough. There was one other thing I noticed last night that I really want to point out right now, if I can.
Mm-hmm. The last of the unbeatens has fallen in the NFL. The Bills have lost at home, and the New England Patriots let everybody know they are here.
Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Awesome. Every time.
About every 10 minutes, I'm going to be playing that. Just for anybody who's watching the entire show, every about 10 minutes, I'm going to just try to pop it out of the blue, just in case a Bills fan comes through and are watching. McChicken says, Jack Westover played tight end for the Seahawks. Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Josh made him a fullback after UDFA. Brock Lamp got hurt in training camp. That dude's a monster.
Can't argue. So
there you go, Mike. Schooled again. Jenk is loose. What a weekend. Like, I'm just on cloud 9.
Riding high.
You know who else is on cloud 9? Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. You want to talk about a guy who wanted to just remind Buffalo what they lost? By the way, I learned last night that if you go on the Bills Twitter account and write, I wish the Bills could get a guy like Stefon Cooks for him to throw to, they don't like it. I was just trying to help them out. All I was trying to do was give them a little bit of,
help,
advice, roster advice,
which they clearly need right now.
Oh, Mikey.
Dude, that game, again, just full throwback, heart beating out of the chest, like Drake May looking phenomenal in prime time. What more can you ask for? I'm sure there's some, bigger nerd today that's like, oh, actually they weren't that good and they need to be better. It's like, yeah, we all know they need to be better. They need to be more consistent. No one cares. They won. They won last night.
So Dave Myers, the owner and founder of Built in Buffalo, said to all the Patriot fans on here celebrating, you beat a team that beat itself last night with turnovers and penalties. You won by 3 points to a team that played one good quarter of football. Enjoy it because it won't happen again. Hashtag go Bills.
I don't know. I think they play in Foxborough next time, don't they?
Man. Buffalo Schmitty says they should celebrate. They beat the most overhyped team in the NFL. They were bad for a couple of years and are already back to being relevant and have a very good young quarterback that will only get better. I'm pissed at beating McDermott, Brady, not at the Pats. Thank you. A rational Buffalo Bills fan. Oh, by the way, so they were, doing that whole thing. They're like, oh, the Patriots won their Super Bowl last night. Like the Bills fans know anything about winning a Super Bowl. They do have their own banner, though, which is 4 straight realistic potential Super Bowl winners. That's their banner.
Can we go old school for a minute?
Sure.
I'm gonna go in your lane. I'm gonna say to every Buffalo Bills fan, if we beat you twice this season, I want you to know that will be the last time that we care about you. Because we didn't care about you for 20 years. And if we beat you twice this season, we won't care about you ever again. Because all we'll care about is AFC championships.
And that's all I want to remind the Bills fans. Like, congratulations on after like 55 years of irrelevance when you be playing in front of like 70 people. Being here in the Toronto area, do you know how many times I couldn't watch a Buffalo Bills game because it was blacked out? Because you didn't have the attendance to go in to put a game on television. Couldn't even put it on internationally because I was too close to your stupid ass city. Now you've been relevant for like 4 years because you've got this gimmick athlete that happens to play quarterback. Well, the gimmick is getting exposed. We all know that Patrick Mahomes is by far the best quarterback in the NFL right now, followed by Lamar Jackson, followed by Baker Mayfield. Then I'll put Josh Allen there. But Drake May's coming, baby. We just have a more disciplined, better sort of like natural quarterback of what Josh Allen wishes he could be.
That's fair. I love it. Just love it.
This has been like one of the best days of my life in a long, like football life in a long time. Like the amount of people are so lucky that I was in meetings all day today, because I would have spent my entire day with my office door closed, telling my staff I was busy, just on like X, just like reminding everybody that. And I went early tonight so that I can just get back onto X and just remind the Buffalo fans, because I love seeing this meltdown. Like I remember, and we used to be on the other side of this, like when the Patriots would lose a game and we'd be melting down for like a week. It's gonna be a long week for Bills Mafia. Which, by the way, I will say again, for the hard as nails Bills Mafia, they are softer than a jar of flutternutter or whatever they call that stuff. Fluff. You know what I'm talking about? Flutternutter sandwiches. They're softer than that. They're softer than a soup sandwich, Mike. They are softer than my memory foam pillow that I have in my bed right now. They are softer than my feather duvet that I sleep on top of every night. They are softer than the Bounty sheets that I put into my dryer to make my clothes so soft and fuzzy. That's how hard as nails the Bills Mafia is, because my gosh, are they babies? They cry, they cry, they cry, and then this happens.
The last of the unbeatens has fallen in the NFL. The Bills have lost at home, and the New England Patriots let everybody know they are here.
I don't even care about the copyright. Throw me off of YouTube. I don't care. The Patriots win. The Bills lose. The Yankees lose. I don't know what else to say. Dude, I mean, it all started last week when the Buffalo Bills social media team wished the Toronto Blue Jays good luck in the playoff series, and the Yankee fans in Buffalo just melted down. Like, melted down. You know what, Buffalo? You ain't it. You ain't it. So what we saw last night, Mike, just so you know, this is the clip right here. Clip it. Ray, I'm talking to my future self. Clip it. What we saw on Sunday Night Football, I got to do this properly. There we go. What we saw October the 5th, 2025 on Sunday Night Football was the NFL past and the NFL future take the NFL never was to school in their own stadium with their own commercial marketing gimmick of a whiteout, forcing their fans to spend hundreds of dollars they didn't have to buy jerseys they didn't want so they could white out a stadium. The New England Patriots reclaimed their AFC East reign. Maybe it doesn't happen this year, but the past and the future met at whatever the hell Buffalo Stadium is called now. And the never wases are upset today. But it's important you remember you were and never was. And you are and never will be. You can count your 4 Super Bowl loss dynasty all you'd like. You can count your choking in playoff games dynasty all you'd like. You can get upset because Stefon Diggs sees a future, has a real quarterback throwing the football to him, goes almost 150 yards in one game. You can cry all you want about it. But in one night, the New England Patriots reminded the world that nobody cares, and nobody has ever cared, and nobody will ever care about the Buffalo Bills. Because as far as the entire NFL is concerned, there never was. The Buffalo Bills are the Cleveland Browns of football.
What?
That was a good joke. That was a good joke, Mike. Don't screw this up. That was a good joke. The Bills Mafia was better when the Bills sucked. They were lovable. They were the losers. Now you gained a little bit of nothing. You won a whole bunch of 0 Super Bowls. And because of that, you're no longer lovable. See, Patriots fans, since at least 1997, when we had that unfortunate loss to that's when the insufferableness started. By 2001, nobody liked Patriots fans anymore. And moving forward, they ran the league. We've always been this. See, you're trying to be this. But like, I don't smack talk. I'm not even smack talking right now. I don't smack talk Bills fans. Steelers fans, of course, got 6. Got to represent. Colts fans. You had Peyton Manning for a while. Won a Super Bowl. Guess that makes you relevant.
Matt Ryan.
Greatest team Matt Ryan ever played for. Denver Broncos, John Elway, Peyton Manning, argue with you. Hell, the Saints got a Super Bowl.
Yep.
The Panthers have been to 2 Super Bowls. And yet the Bills Mafia, who's watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win 2 Super Bowls. Then they watched Patrick Mahomes come into the NFL. They traded with Kansas City, by the way, so they could get Patrick Mahomes. Take over the league. Dude, you know as I know, when Patrick Mahomes was coming up, we hated Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
We hated Kansas City. We saw a real threat. We knew what was coming. Dude, even that AFC Championship game, like we knew what was coming. Every Patriots fan out there at this point can now admit we're a D4 offside away from watching Patrick Mahomes go beat the Rams, because whoever got to that Super Bowl is going to beat the Rams.
Yep.
We saw it coming. We saw the threat, and it came, and it's here, and they brought Taylor Swift with them. However, I never hated Josh Allen. I never hated the Buffalo Bills. Never hated Stefon Diggs. Never hated Matt Milano. Trey White, who, by the way, now is apparently not a good cornerback. They used to be the best in the league. Now they want to put him to. Now they want to make him a safety. Never hated any of them. You know why, Mike?
Why is that?
My mother told me never punch down. My mother taught me if people are irrelevant, why do you even acknowledge them? My wife says to me all the time, don't let the little chihuahuas biting at your ankle bother you. Just kick them away. You know what I hate? I hate what Aaron Rodgers is doing in Pittsburgh. Last thing I want is the friggin' Steelers having any success. Everybody knows my thoughts of the Pittsburgh Steelers and certain people in this world. Not our friend. Others.
No, others, yep.
Others. Don't get mad, Joe.
We know you catch up on the show every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you, Joe. My God, I am not talking to you. I don't need beef with you.
One
Probably
man you don't want beef.
Probably the only person in this world I'm scared of, but not Joe. But others. Others, you know, I've got a lot of beef in the Heinz world.
Yes.
Despite the fact that I actually love a lot of Pittsburgh players, as you know. Love Heinz Ward. Love Troy Polamalu. Love Jerome Bettis. Love Harrison. Love a lot of that defensive players that they had. Love Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, I think he's a dirtbag in real life, but as a player,
yeah, okay.
As a player, loved watching Big Ben play. Big Ben Roethlisberger was stupid underrated. Stupid underrated for what he done. I mean, even though he's got the most punchable face in the NFL. I mean, Mason Rudolph, I think, should have been a starter at some point. Over Russell Wilson.
Yep. How's he doing? Ooh,
you went there.
Ooh. We'll keep this about us tonight.
Anyways. I mean, look at Daniel Jones. I know he's a Colt now. And I got a lot of strong feelings about the Colts as well.
No.
But how long have I been telling you Daniel Jones and Josh Allen are the same quarterback?
That's not a new take, everybody.
No. How long have I been saying that? How many times have I enraged Bills Mafia when I've said they're the same quarterback?
To their face. We used
to
have some prominent Buffalo affiliates around here.
Yeah. And I say it all the time. They're the same quarterback. And one of them actually kind of agreed with me.
Mm-hmm.
Not fully, but kind of.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but Daniel Jones looks good.
He does. Every time I try to nitpick or want to say
we have a friend in Indianapolis that we love to see fail.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knows it.
No,
Throws some shots. He throws very subtle shots at the Patriots.
he does. He watches. He'll
It's
pretend
just
he
it's
doesn't.
just fun to see him get upset.
Yeah.
No beef. No beef.
We push some buttons.
He knows what I did behind the scenes. He knows. He knows. But in front of the camera, I'm going to talk the smack.
Do it up.
Do it up. All of them. We got a big contingent of Colts fans that we have walked with in the past. What's my boy's name that I love watching tweak out?
Brandon?
No, Lawrence's old partner.
Shoot. I forget his real name.
No, I know his real name. I know his real name.
Loyalist.
Loyalist, that's it.
Yeah.
Colts loyalist, right?
Yeah.
Loved watching him just tweak out. His real name is Richard.
Yeah. I don't like saying his screen name for reasons.
It's like political reasons.
No. Like, never mind.
Is there issues?
No, it just makes him sound like he's subservient to others.
Wow. Well, he was just a help, though.
Yeah.
Just like other people.
I gotta go.
I introduced you as the help today.
I know. I laughed.
Oh, man. Look, when they lose, we have like a steady conversation of good conversation.
Today is just shit.
We've talked about nothing. We've done nothing but just we did like 10 minutes of solid analysis, and let's face it, like McChicken fed us half of it from the comment section.
Everybody knew what we were here for today. All right, we made a bet on the air last week.
Did we?
Yeah, remember? Well, it wasn't a bet. You said if they won, you were gonna light up.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. I can't light up in my house. I would have taken a video of it outside. Why didn't you remind me?
I thought that's what you were prepping for at the beginning. You don't have that.
That's why you thought I said I need time.
Yeah.
Damn, now I can't light it in my house. I forgot all about it. Otherwise, I would have. This is a genuine Cuban for you Americans that can't get it. A Cuban Monte Cristo from Havana. I bought it in Havana. I'm Canadian. I'm allowed to go.
Yeah, he's allowed. He's allowed to. Well, I guess you're not breaking rules.
What's that?
I said you're not technically breaking rules there.
No. I was welcomed with open arms.
Yeah, they liked you.
They don't think highly of you. I'll tell you that much. But you know what's funny though? When I was in Cuba, we went on this tour. Can I diverge for a second?
Yeah.
We're on this tour, and the guy actually who was our tour guide is named Miguel, which is Michael in Spanish, right? And
I'll have to check that, but sure.
What's that?
I said I'll have to check that, but sure.
Yeah, look it up. Miguel is just Michael.
I'm just teasing.
So we're going through Havana. We're about to go to Revolution Square, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he tells me, he says, "Look up there." And he's like like one of those like points to the heavens kind of thing. Like I'm like, yeah. What are you pointing at? Like I can't figure it out. And he's like, right there. And then I saw it, and Mike, it was the most spectacular thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. It was
the last of the unbeatens has fallen in the NFL. The Bills have lost at home, and the New England Patriots let everybody know they are here.
Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Admit it, I got you on that one.
You did. I was. That was awesome. Can I tell you something too? And I didn't send
Yeah.
this to you, but I should have. You know what else is great about this? It's not just the Buffalo fan base melting down, but there's a lot of reactions from Miami fans
Oh
that
yeah.
are like devastated, even more so than Buffalo fans, because Buffalo fans are like, "Oh, we got robbed. We'll get the next one."
Now Miami fans are devastated because they just saw what this division is going to look like for the next 10 to 15 years.
Right, and they know that they're gonna have to blow it all up again, like the end of this year, and start all over again.
The New England Patriots are accomplishing in what do you call this, year 4 of the rebuild, year 5 of the rebuild?
Yeah. We'll call it year 2. We'll call
Year
post
2.
Belichick.
Post Belichick, year 2 of the rebuild. The Patriots are where Miami was hoping and thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
So.
And instead, they watched Drake May just rip their hearts out last night.
Island Rebel Entertainment says, boo! I think he's saying Boo Earns. I heard Boo Earns.
Boo. Good Simpsons reference. I like that.
I'm on it tonight.
Yeah, you are. I like I said, I knew this was going to be a rare form night.
You know, it's funny, though, since you bring up Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one fan base that any interaction we've had with Miami fans have all been solid.
Yeah.
Like Miami fans, I find like they talk, like every fan base talks.
Mm-hmm.
They talk, but they don't say like uneducated things to you, you know? Like, I mean, we love Kevin.
Kevin's he's a ball knower, though.
We used to bring on, what's his face? From the round table.
Oh, TD?
Yeah, we used to bring TD on.
Yeah.
TD has shtick. But when
Yeah.
TD would come on our show, we didn't bring a shtick with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he was solid on our show.
How's Dan doing these days, you think?
So a lot of those guys don't interact with me anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Not out of like beef or anything. So you know what happened? I sold my YouTube channel to a conglomerate here, as you know.
Yeah.
Which, you know, in retrospect, not a great decision. But then during my 2-year hiatus from the internet, I got suspended and banned from Twitter on my main account.
Yeah.
Which had like a lot of followers. And I realized how many people really didn't like me because I'd never regained those followers when I went to my new account. And I don't think they realize it's me because now they're like big D's.
Yeah, yeah.
And I follow, but these guys get like tons of followers a day. So I don't think they saw that I followed, and then I interact, but I'm interacting to like 300 comments on a post. So
I wonder if you could like petition the new X ownership to get your Twitter account back.
Oh, Elon.
Yeah.
You think he'd give it to me?
I mean, he might. They're much more say whatever you want.
Is he a Buffalo Bills fan though? Because it was a Buffalo Bills account that got me suspended.
I don't know what he's a fan of other than aliens and batteries.
The Mars rovers. Yeah, no. The funny part was it was a Bills account that reported me. Like, in fairness, I did say that the guy beats his wife with no evidence. Right?
A little over the top.
Actually, for what I was replying to, it wasn't over the top. It was probably less than what I should have done. He was making some very disparaging remarks towards a couple of the Bills Mafia babes who I became, I don't want to say, I think tight. Tight's probably a good word, no?
Mm-hmm.
That I became tight with there a few years ago. And I let him know that I could tell he was one of those guys that goes to work, gets pushed around, and goes home and beats his wife. And that got me kicked off of Twitter. In the Elon era. So Elon let it happen. I feel like all the things that get said on that app, I can't believe that's the thing that got me thrown off.
I'm just gonna say, I don't want to elaborate, but I watched some pretty horrific things on X going back a couple weeks ago that they let slide And pretty much every day there's some pretty bad stuff on there.
Yeah. So the fact that I underreacted to a guy making some pretty heavy misogynistic comments, and just wanted to point out the stupidity of it. Anywho, all the Mafia babes followed me when I went to my new account. I wish some Patriot fans would follow me.
I would lobby one more time. Maybe you can get it back.
Maybe. Well, I've already stolen I've got the handle.
Yeah, but maybe you can just rename it.
I guess what I'm getting at is they let me get my handle back.
Yeah, just not the account.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll be bigger and better than ever. We just need to.
But yeah, if some Patriot fans wanted to follow me on X, that'd be nice.
See, the problem is 50% of your followers were Bills haters.
I know. I do got a random fandom. Football mom 1864. She's a old school Patriots fan. She has the. I can say that she was the reason that we sold the Bill Belichick fangirl shirts.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about those. Yeah,
because we sold Bill Belichick fanboys because that's what they used to call Connor and I. So we.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when I had that kind of popularity that someone could talk smack about me and I could put it on a T-shirt and make money?
I'm just gonna throw it out there that some of the Patriot sphere, podcasting, has really exploded in the last 2 years. Ray was bigger than those guys.
Oh, 100% I was.
Yeah.
100% I was. Dude, we used to go on, Connor and I, and no offense to you, Mike.
No.
But when it was Connor and I, that was dead COVID, everybody locked down. So I never would have touched those numbers even if it was Connor and I right now. You know what I mean? But those COVID numbers, what I call those COVID numbers, the Friday night hangouts, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Dude, we were going on Sportscaster at 10 o'clock at night. Our show started at 10 o'clock at night on Sportscaster. And we were doing 15 to 20,000 hits per episode.
Yeah.
On an app that nobody had heard of. Mm-hmm. 15 to 20,000 hits a night. Then
I'll never forget that we did the draft night and there were 1,000 people watching, and that was even the year after Connor left. When it started to peter out a little bit. My
biggest concurrent viewership was the day I had done a video. Here's the whole thing. I'll set up the whole day for you. I love how I'm convincing the 8 people watching right now. I used to be a somebody. I promise.
I feel we do this every third episode to be
yes,
he's big.
I'm big. Oh, I was number 1 in Japan. Full House reference for anybody who got that. But my biggest show ever, or biggest video ever, was a 15-minute live stream. But at 10 o'clock that morning, I had come out and done a live stream, about an hour. Saturday morning, I think my wife may have been in Buffalo shopping. This was 100% it because this was pre-COVID. This was before I even blew up. And I did a video, and basically the crux of the video was there's no way that the New England Patriots are going to sign Antonio Brown. 2 hours later, I get a text from a buddy in the Boston media. Hey, dude, they're about to announce the Patriots sign Antonio Brown. So I jump on a live stream. I broke that news for a lot of people.
You did.
I had 4,000 people concurrently in my stream. The chat was moving so fast. I couldn't read the chat. The chat was just flying. I couldn't read the chat. It was going so quickly. I would just click on a random thing. And I remember I clicked on one and it said, "Don't believe the fat guy." And I was of all the random ones I could have clicked on, that's the one that I plaster on the screen.
So I knew you were going to bring that up because I know, again, we've talked about this. I had started watching this channel right before that.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that video and being yeah, Ray's right, They're not gonna. And then like being at a festival in Boston that day and like seeing the news and like scrolling YouTube to see if Ray was like gonna go live and make a video, and of course he did like an hour and a half later.
Well, do you want to hear the funny part?
Go for it.
I was in the car with my kids strapped in my driveway, ready to go do groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Got out of the car, unstrapped them, took my daughter out of her car seat, took the other one, brought them back into the house so I could go live, and then went back out, strapped them in, and went and did the groceries.
That's awesome.
Oh, Mike. The Yankees lose.
Dude, what a time.
What a time to be alive. Like, what a time.
Do you want to take something hurtful back real quick? You said you might not live to see the Patriots ever win another Super Bowl. Do you want to take that back?
No, I don't. And I'll tell you why. The way the NFL works on paper is that your team is supposed to win the Super Bowl once every 32 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's, in theory, how it's supposed to work. Do you know how old I'm going to be in 32 years?
Really old. But they'll have pills by then, so you'll look like you do now.
What are you talking about? I'm 29. I look awful. No. I don't take it back. I don't think it was hurtful. I think the point that I was making is that I'm okay if I don't. Dude, I lived a life of riches. You don't think there was Cowboy fans that sat there and thought like, oh, I'll see this again?
They might.
But I'm saying, there's dudes in the ground right now who thought they were going to see it again.
That's true.
There was Dolphins fans who saw Dan Marino lose his Super Bowl and thought, it's okay, he'll be back. There was Patriot fans, a.k.a. Connor, who the year that the Patriots were going in with Cam Newton, and I want to point out that this was before they signed Cam Newton and Jarrett Stidham was in line to be the starting quarterback, that when I said I think that we're going to win about 6 games that year, he's like, oh no, I can't agree with you on that one, and predicted the Patriots would win 12 games. That's not even a lie. That's not even a lie.
No.
I don't take it back. Because I think there's a good chance I'm not going to see the Patriots win. Mike, I am going to be 40 years old next year.
Wild.
I have seen 3 championships in the city of Toronto in 40 years. 2 of them came in 92 and 93. Okay, back-to-back World Series. And the Raptors won it, I think, in 2019.
That sounds right.
And I guess, TFC, Toronto FC won it in 2018. But they're not even counted as a part of the Big Four. They play in every league. They play in the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NHL. 3 championships. In one of the largest metropolitans in North America. Like, I think we're like 10th on the list. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I understand in Boston that you guys have just been spoiled for the last 20 years between the Boston Bruins, the Boston Red Sox, the New England Patriots, the Boston Celtics. Like, I totally understand that there's been this just like the riches. It's called Title Town for a reason. I don't cheer for any of your other teams outside of the New England Patriots. You know that.
Nope. Quite the opposite, actually.
If there was a Toronto football team when I was a kid, I never would have been a Patriots fan. I probably would have been loyal. If the Argos played in the NFL, I would have been loyal. By the way, big news coming out of the CFL. They're shortening their field to be 100-yard field like the NFL, and they're moving their end zone, their goalpost to the back of the end zones like the NFL, and they're going to an NFL-size end zone. They're going from 20 yards to 15 yards.
Small move to slowly look at integration.
I think what happened was, when the XFL had approached the CFL at some point,
Yeah.
And I think this XFL and the CFL wanted to come together, make one Super League, one American division, one Canadian division, and they be the official farm league of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like the Toronto Argonauts could be the Patriots farm team, right? Where the Patriots have the right to sign players off the Argos roster type of thing.
Yeah.
But the Canadian game is so different.
Yeah.
Like the wide receivers get a running head start in the CFL. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah, you've told me that before, and that is wild to me.
Yeah, but you know what? I will give it. The game is much faster than the NFL.
Yeah.
Chad Ochocinco came and played for Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, like, 1 year, played for the Montreal Alouettes. And he's like, what did you get from this is Ochocinco? This dude raced a horse. You know? Like,
also true.
You know, that's a true story. And I asked him, like, you know, what was your biggest takeaway from the CFL? And he said it's unbelievably fast, like twice as fast as the NFL.
Yeah.
It's a fast game.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It makes it a little bit exciting.
It does.
I hate 3-down football. Like I can't tell you how much I hate 3-down football, and I can't tell you how much I hate that the ball is bigger and flutters when it gets thrown.
It's awful.
However, the CFL at one point in time, I will defend the CFL. I'll defend the old CFL, not the new CFL. At one point in time, I want to remind everybody that they gave a home to Warren Moon when the NFL wouldn't touch him. They gave a home to Doug Flutie when the NFL wouldn't touch him. Jeff Garcia, Adam Vanderjagt. I don't know if anybody remembers that Vanderjagt kicked for the Colts.
Yep.
Got drunk, mouthed off about Peyton. Like all those guys were all CFL guys before, you know, there was a home. Now it's not quite like that. Now we seem to get like the Johnny Manziels of the world trying to like rehash their career in the CFL, which, by the way, he couldn't pass an alcohol test and couldn't play in finishes. I think he played for like 3 teams too in like a year in a year
in the CFL.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and never played either. He was just there and just showed up. But I remember when Ricky Williams got suspended, he came and played for the Argos. That was pretty cool. I got a Ricky Williams Argos jersey. I went and watched 3 games. Like, you got to go watch Ricky Williams.
It's it's a lot of like, and I'm going to use the term, sorry, like the Nepo babies go play in the CFL a lot because they're just not good enough to make an NFL roster right away. So they hope that like, oh, I can go to the CFL and catch on.
Well, did you know too, though, that there's a Ricky Williams rule now in the CFL?
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So basically what happened was he failed a drug test in Miami, weed, right? It's Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
And he got suspended for the season. So he came and signed with the Argos. And he played a season with the Argos. And basically the rule came out that you can't sign a suspended player from the NFL. Yeah, I think it might have been the NFL that actually got pissed off that Ricky Williams came and played.
I'm sure.
But yeah, I was pretty excited to have Ricky Williams here. That was a big deal. Dude, I bought an Argo jersey. Like, come on.
Is it the only one you have?
I have 2. We have Pinball Clemens. Any of my Canadian fans, and especially Toronto, that'll mean something to them. Pinball's just a great dude. Pinball's a great dude. But yeah, so I'll defend it a little bit. It's still bad football, but you know.
Still. Hey.
Was it last year or the year before I went to the Eastern Championship here in Toronto?
Oh, was that when you were doing the other network and you went with them?
Yeah, that's when I was doing the other network. Well, that was when, and they wouldn't give me the press pass, if you remember.
Yeah.
Because my shtick on the other network was how much the CFL sucked. And then they thought I was going to go to their Eastern Championship game and just annihilate the CFL and embarrass the CFL in their moment. And the funny part was, I used to get DMs from CFL players all the time that were like, dude, you're so funny. Like,
really? Yeah.
It was the media. I used to get into it with the media all the time. The media freaking hated me. I'm like, look, just because you can't get a job covering a real sport, don't take it out on me.
I mean, your shtick was your enemy in a lot of places. You almost had that bit on like a Boston radio station, but they didn't like the beef or something, right? Or the supposed beef.
They wanted me to make a public apology to a certain reporter who I guess was a regular. They basically wanted me to make this public apology, like that I was wrong and he was right. And I signed with another network instead.
Ray's never wrong.
Well, what happened was, okay, I got to be careful. I got to be careful because the whole negotiation was an NDA. You know that.
Yeah, we can drop it if you want.
No. I just got to be careful how I say it. I can't say who it was for, and I can't allude to who the beef was with.
Yeah.
But I had a beef. I had a public beef with somebody who covers the Patriots that most people know. And I had done some guest spots on a Boston media something. That's what we'll call it. A Boston media something. A few times I'd been asked to come on and talk about the Patriots. The bosses of such said media outlet calls my bosses at Sportscaster and says, hey, we'd like to do something with you guys. Sportscaster says, oh, we're folding. I've given him his notice. So he's basically a free agent. Now he's under contract until March, but if you guys wanted to take him, we can work something out. They call me. Or my boss calls me and says, hey, this Boston media network would like to speak to you. Called them. And everything was good. You know, we had a good conversation. And then, like, negotiations start between me and said media company and between media company and Sportscaster. Like, there's real negotiations going on. And I remember being pissed off that Sportscaster even had a say in all this. Like, you literally just fired me and told me you were shutting down the network. Like,
yeah, why are you involved?
Can't you just but I was under contract till March.
Right.
And it's like, can't you just let me out of my contract? Like, you've already given me my notice. Like, can I just quit? You know what I mean? Like, can we just quit? Whatever. C'est la vie. So everything's going well. And one day I get an email saying, can I pop into a meeting? So I pop into a meeting on Zoom. And person's there and says to me, we've got a problem. You have had a public feud with said personality.
Right.
And I said, yeah. And they said, can you tell us what happened? So I gave my side of the story that, you know. I just said I disagreed with this person's assessment of the Patriots. I believe that they are clickbait junkie. Like, they're just clickbait. They're all they are is for clickbait. And I let them know that they're nothing but clickbait. And they said, well, he has a contract with us and he's very popular in the Boston area. And he's not happy about us negotiating with you. But if you were to issue a public apology, we think, he would publicly accept it and we could move forward in the negotiations. I say, okay. Like, what else do I say? I'm sitting on a Zoom call. And I get off and I think about it, and I call my bosses at Sportscaster and I tell them, and they said, Ray, in your heart of hearts, how do you feel about this? And I said, in my heart of hearts, F them. F them, F him. This guy, I schooled him. I don't care. I'll say it. I schooled this guy. Mike saw it. I schooled this guy. And he tried to he used his clout, which was bigger than mine, to try and publicly embarrass me. And not just that, he took it to an extent that he tried to publicly break down the brand that I had spent at that point the last 5 years building. You want to come at me over football opinion, we can have that conversation, but he made it personal. So I got personal with him. And I pointed out a lot of stuff about him. And then there was a shift where suddenly people were taking my side of the argument, to the point that this guy would throw all these little subtle shots that say things like, I know some no name, no viewer Patriots podcasts will say this, but this is the truth behind it. He would put this in his work. And then he'd go on to say exactly what I said because he couldn't come up with his own thought. So anywho, I wrote, do you want me to read the email that I wrote them?
It's up to you.
I'll write it.
I will say this. It is ironic, right? We're going back 5 years ago now, right? Like COVID time frame. You're doing a podcast and they're like, oh, all these nerds doing their podcast, and we jump on legitimate rate. They're all doing podcasts now. Every single one of these people is doing a podcast.
And the person that I'm in particularly discussing, all they do is show their podcast now.
Yeah. When that used to be like a derogatory term.
Dear blank. Though I appreciate the opportunity to work with said network, your request to publicly apologize to person is one of the most outrageous requests I have ever gotten in this space. This person attacked me personally and tried to tear down my brand and kill all my credibility. Blank is upset because I turned his own fan base against him when I used logic and he used personal attacks. If he is this sensitive and his ego is this fragile that he cannot work with me unless I issue a public apology, please accept this email to say I would like to end all negotiations at this point, and please pass on a message to blank that he can go F himself. Thank you so much. Sincerely, Raymond Ronald Rout Jr. You're on mute.
I didn't know that last part. It's pretty good.
The Raymond Ronald Rout Jr. or the go F himself?
Go F themselves. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, and then honestly, I thought I was going to get an email back that was going to be like, oh, Ray, you don't have to publicly apologize. You're right. You're better. Blah, 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 blah. The only correspondence I got from that point forward was one email from my boss at Sportscaster that said the negotiations are off.
Not shocked.
But then very shortly after that, Connor and I kind of blew up on YouTube in our own respect. And I was happy with where Dear Pats Nation went. In 2021, I joined Newsbreak, where I had a lot of success on Newsbreak. Like the most, I think that account's still active, and I think I have like 560,000 followers on there or something, and I made a lot of money. I don't know where my trophy is, but I was Newsbreaker 2021 Newsbreak Video Maker of the Year.
See if you can revive that account. See if anybody will.
They don't do video anymore. No, I left them on good. That's probably the only like place in this space that I left on good terms.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just leave it that way. I've got, dude, I mean, I won the award on my resume. You know what I mean? Like it's good for what I do in my real life type of thing. So no, I took the win. I had over 12 million hits on all my stories and stuff. It's, I left there in good standing, and I was starting to fizzle out as I left as well. Like everything was the whole media scape at that point was starting to fizzle out. And of course, like my time with the other network didn't help my reputation across a lot of those mediascapes anyways. So no, it was good to leave when I left. I was happy that I left when I left, and I was good with how that worked out. But yeah, so I basically, you say my shtick got in the way, but I think it was my integrity that actually got in the way of, and possibly my ego that got in the way of
I think to be fair in that context and that scenario, I probably would have said the same thing. I mean, we both come from similar backgrounds where integrity and ego intermix. So, Now,
I don't know if you know this, but a year ago, I got a message from that person.
You did. I vaguely remember this, I think.
I'm going to read that one. This is how I'm going to end the show. So I open up my DMs and I click on it and I see the guy's name. And I'm like, what does this guy want? He goes on for a 4-paragraph like diatribe of just, you want me to read it? Should I just read it?
Just read it.
The last of the unbeatens has fallen in the NFL. The Bills have lost at home, and the New England Patriots let everybody know they are here.
Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Mike, tell me about those Patriots.
They're gonna be legit, kid.
Dear Pat Nation, it's just about time. Yeah, we're back. You know it's Dear Pat's Nation. Nation. Yeah. It's Dear Pat's Nation. Nation. Come on. Yeah, it's Dear Pat's Nation. And the show starts in 3,